TNT. Explosive Divine Dialogue. Yeah. Here we go.
Welcome back to another edition of Divine Dialogue TNT. It is Monday, April the 1st, 2024. And we have some news we need to bring to you. Unfortunately, due to circumstances beyond our control, this is going to be our last podcast. We've had fun doing it, but we have other things that we need to do at this point, so we will not be doing this podcast any longer. How are you feeling today, Mr. Divine?
I'm feeling good today. It feels a little sad knowing that this is going to be our last podcast. But we got other priorities that we need to handle right now.
Right. So let's just make it a party, though. Let's make it a party. You know what? Nobody said it. It's one person that said it best. LeBron. So let LeBron talk about the party that we're going to have.
No party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to party just like that. You know what? Never mind. I'm not partying like that. April Fools.
Yeah, we got you.
Clap it up. We ain't going nowhere. That's what we do. We like this. So we're back on this Monday. We're going to discuss what we saw on SmackDown with the WWE. We're going to talk about what WWE has coming up this weekend. There's two separate premium live events. There's one for NXT.
Yep.
What's the name of NXT's
NXT Stand and Deliver.
Stand and Deliver. And of course, we all know with the main roster, the big boys on WWE, the horses. Give it up for the horses that's about to go. Yeah, the big horses, the star-studded event. It's going to be WrestleMania. What number are we on? WrestleMania what?
We're at WrestleMania 40.
WrestleMania 40. 40 years. 40 years. WrestleMania has always been a big event. I know when I was young and a kid, oh man, we used to hear about WrestleMania and it was like, wow. And it was always on a Sunday. And, I had mixed feelings about that because it's on Sunday. So it's going all the way through the night. And then I got to think about myself. I'm like, oh man, then I got to go to school the next day. I used to always say, why isn't it not on Saturday? So at least I could watch it and then go back and just chill. If I could watch it, because it was pay-per-view. And we didn't have no money to get no pay-per-view. So we had to try to get somebody that had cable around the neighborhood or try to splice it to get it to our TV. So that's back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
So
back in the good old days.
Back in the good old days.
Back in the good old days. Back in the days when I was young and I'm not a kid anymore.
Oh boy. Yeah, you ain't no kid no more. You're a teenager.
Yeah.
A funky teenager.
Okay. Wow.
You're a good teenager though. You're a good guy. But back to the story at hand. Let's talk about it. I want to start off with SmackDown. And then we'll get into NXT, and then we'll get into the main WrestleMania show. So SmackDown, we talked about it last show. And let's give SmackDown a hand clap, and let's give Triple H let's give him a cheer. Let's give Triple H a cheer, and because he made the right move that we were talking about. He did the right move. He started off right. Now, I don't know how he's going to finish, but he started off right. So why don't you tell him about what happened with the move we're referring to on SmackDown? Mr. Divine.
Talking about that Jade Cargill move.
That Jade Cargill move. Tell me about Jade Cargill. What happened?
Well, first she made her little entrance as a SmackDown superstar. You know, she was just introducing herself to the world,
Oh,
and then later down the line,
that same night.
yep, and when it was the main event, which was Bianca versus Dakota Kai,
Right.
you know, Bianca and Naomi were getting jumped by Damage Control, and you know who came out?
Who came out?
Jade Cargill.
What you gonna give that?
I'm gonna give that a cheer.
Okay. So Jade came out, and what happened with that situation? And why did Jade come out? So you said Damage Control. Who all in Damage Control? What all happened?
You know, you got Oscar, you got Dakota Kai, you got Kairi Sane. You know, they was just jumping at Bianca. Naomi came out. You know, Naomi thought she had the upper hand, but it wasn't happening. And then you had Bianca thought she had the upper hand, but it didn't happen. So Jay had to come out. You know, knock down Oscar,
Okay.
hit Dakota Kai with a power bomb, and then hit Kairi Sane with the Jaded, which is also called the Glam Slam.
Okay. And so she cleaned house.
She cleaned house.
So it does kind of look like what we were talking about last week that might take place in. So when do you think it's going to get started? Do you think that they're going to have a 3-on-3 on SmackDown, and that's how it's going to start, or what?
Yeah, that's how. It's not going to be a 3-on-3 at SmackDown.
Oh, okay. When's the 3-on-3 going to start? Or is there going to be a 3-on-3 or
It's
what?
going to be a 3-on-3, but it's going to be at WrestleMania,
Okay.
which has already been confirmed.
Oh, it's already been confirmed.
It's already been confirmed.
Okay, but give Triple H another hand clap. He's doing something. He's actually doing something. He got all three black ladies with each other, Bianca, Naomi, and Jade, and he has them getting prepared to go against the Damage Control. I like that. That's he's starting to push it in the right direction. That's perfect. You giving him a hand clap, huh? Good job. Good job, Triple H. So how you feel about it? You think it's a good job?
I think it is a good job. I think it's a great job. Her first match is going to be at WrestleMania. Well, yeah, her first match.
Yeah, her first official, this actual match, because the other one was just a battle royal. So
yeah,
at Royal Rumble, but yeah, her first match. Yeah, I mean I don't know if Stephanie had to talk to him or what, or talk to Triple H, tell her husband like, come on, you have to do this right, but he did it right. I don't know if maybe he listened to us, maybe he heard us. What you think?
Yeah. You know, he got a burner account somewhere, so he's just listening to us.
Right, he heard us. He definitely heard us. We got to give ourselves a round of applause for that. We got more ideas, Triple H too. You can listen some more, and we give you some more ideas. But after a while, we need to get paid for them ideas, though. We can't just keep giving them away for free. But good job on that one. So that's our segue into all of the events that are taking place to this weekend. Before we get into that, let's see what you think is going to take place tonight on Monday Night Raw. What do you think is going to be some explosive things? I know Roman Reigns and The Rock are going to be on Raw tonight. What you think is going to take place with them being on there?
That's just a little segue before WrestleMania. This is going to be a filler.
It's
which
a
is
filler
kind of
show?
crazy. It's kind of crazy, but
it's going to be a filler show.
Yes.
And so, what is just going to be a lot of talking? Just The Rock and Roman doing a lot of talking about what's going to take place with Cody and Seth at WrestleMania on Saturday, or what?
No, it's going to be a lot of shenanigans.
So there's going to be some shenanigans,
yes.
Especially after the way The Rock beat down Cody on SmackDown.
Yeah, for sure, it's going to be a lot of
shenanigans. Okay. So, anything else that you can think of that you think is going to take place tonight that's going to be maybe explosive, something that's going to be something that really you need to tune in for, that's going to be like, a wow moment?
Probably not. They're just saving everything for WrestleMania.
So in saying that, then, do you think it's going to be the same way for SmackDown? Like, it's not going to be too much going on SmackDown also? You don't think it's going to be too much? And
no.
And if you say that, and you also said that it's going to be the 3-on-3 between the ladies we were referring to, Damage Control, Bianca, Naomi, and Jade at WrestleMania. Is Jade going to be on the show on SmackDown, and what's going to take place
Yes.
on there? Definitely, right? She's officially
Yeah.
on the show and in the script now.
Yes. I don't think something's gonna happen. I just think it's gonna be promo. Damage Control comes out. They start fighting. That's what I think it's gonna be. Probably Bailey and Io gonna fight with him too.
You think so? Like all four?
Yeah,
Mm. You think they could get an all 4-on-4 match at SmackDown? Possibly.
possibly.
Okay. Okay. So possible. Okay. So we're basically just calling these two shows the Raw and the SmackDown before the the premium live events. I like to call it pay-per-views because that's what we used to call it when I was younger, but they like to call it premium live events. So the Raw and the SmackDown prior to this premium live events, you think they're just fillers?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So now I'm gonna give it back to you again, Mr. Divine. Once again with that lovely voice you got, sir. And why don't you tell me about the matches that are going to be taking place at the NXT pay-per-view of Stand and Deliver? Deliver me that information.
Okay. Wow. That was corny, but
That
one of them corny ones.
was a corny one.
Yep. We have an NXT tag team title match with the Wolf Dogs, and I don't think they have a tag team partner with. So I think it's gonna be Wolf Dogs, and to be announced at the NXT show on Tuesday. So
Okay.
it's most likely gonna be Gallows and Anderson.
But we know that for sure at Stand and Deliver, the Wolf Dogs, Corbin and Braun Breaker, are going to face somebody.
Yes.
For the tag team titles.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. We just don't know yet who.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we have an NXT women's title match between Lyra Valkyria and Roxanne Perez. That one is pretty interesting. I think that's gonna be probably match of the night. I would say so.
You think so?
Yep. And we have an NXT North American title match between the champion Obafemi, Dijak, and Josh Briggs.
Obadiah.
Who?
Obadiah.
Who was Obadiah?
The brother with the North American Championship. That's Obadiah.
That's Obafemi, man.
Oh, Obafemi. Oh man. Who gave him that name? Who gave him that name?
Who gave him that name?
Who gave him that name? Give me
Probably
some.
himself.
Give me some crows for that name.
Why?
I want some crows. I think Obadiah is better, but okay. So Obafemi.
Obadiah is better.
Obadiah is better.
How about just call him Shaka Zulu? Just
Shaka. Do the Zulu. Do the Zulu. Yeah, okay. Yeah. If you don't know Shaka Zulu, go watch that. That was great. That's a great documentary. But
we have
what do we have?
The NXT title match between Ilya Dragunov and Tony D'Angelo.
Uh-oh, your boy Tony D. He think he's a mobster.
Yeah.
Is that what he is?
Yeah, he's gonna take that title.
What?
Yeah, we're gonna book it right here.
Okay.
He's gonna take that title.
Okay, we'll book it then right here.
Triple H, you better send that down to Shawn Michaels. You better tell him to put that title on. You better tell him to put it.
He shouldn't get it. Ilya he's Dragunov is
it's
on
time
his,
for him to move on up to the main roster.
You think?
He's beyond ready for it.
I don't think it's time for Ilya to go up there. I don't think it's time for Dragunov to get to the main roster. I think the time is for Braun Breaker and Carmelo. But that's about it.
He's beyond ready for it.
We still need more battles between Dragunov and Trick Williams, and
they've already had 3 matches, and Trick's lost every single one of them.
Okay, so can Trick get a win before he gets the moves on?
No.
Huh?
No, I'm good.
I mean, come on now. This is Trick's. This is his ascension, right?
Okay. Well, we have the main event,
which is we just talked about it. Give me the countdown. What's the main event? Sound like 60 minutes.
Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams.
Ooh, those two were best friends, tied at the hip for. But how long has that been now that they've been best friends? And
It's been about 3 years.
3 years, and most of the time it was all about Carmelo, and Trick was just in the background, pretty much like the cheerleader of Carmelo, right?
Right.
And now Trick is stepping out of the shadow. You got them hands rubbing together. And clapping, huh? You doing all that. And now Trick wants his respect because Trick's saying, it's my time. It's my time. What you think about is his time.
Yeah. It should be his time now. It really should be.
Why?
Because he has everything that you need right now. And the only thing I would say that he doesn't have right now
What's
is
that?
the true wrestling worker right now. But he can get that soon. Like his wrestling skills are pretty good, I would say so.
So you like a brother that's talking about whoop that Trick, whoop that Trick.
Yeah. Yeah.
What book be on there saying whoop that Trick? Yeah. What did he say? Yeah.
What that trick? What trick? Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. I like it. Oh yeah, man.
Oh yeah, man. Book me on there cracking us up doing the commentary on NXT. So that's funny. So, all right, let's go through the matches one more time and let's just pick some winners and losers. Let's go from the top again. You said first match you said at NXT that you first gave us was what?
Was the Wolf Dogs? They don't have a
Opponent.
clear opponent right now.
Okay.
But my guess is Gallows and Anderson.
Okay, whoever their opponent is, do you think the Wolf Dog retain or they lose it?
They lose it.
I think so too.
They lose it.
I think it's time for that to split up, and it's time for Braun to go ahead and move on. He's already part of SmackDown already, so it's time for him to go ahead and move on and go ahead and get his singles career going on SmackDown. He's already been NXT champion, world champion. He's been a North American champion too, right?
Yeah.
And he's been a tag team champion. So it's time. It's time for him to move on. So I feel the same way. I think whoever they face, the opponent's gonna win. So next match
is Lyra Valkyria versus Roxanne Perez.
okay.
I got Lyra in a retain.
I don't know. I mean, Roxanne got this new personality, this new gimmick right now, and she's a very good wrestler at that. Book did a good job with her because she came from Book's wrestling organization. So he did a good job with her. I'm gonna actually take Roxanne Perez. So we don't agree on that one. I think it's time for her to get her. What is this? Her second reign?
Yes.
So it's time for her to get her second reign. So that's we differ on that one.
Okay. Well, we also have the NXT North American title match between Obafemi, Dijak, and Josh Briggs. You better say his name right.
Oh yeah,
I know you.
You know what I want to say.
I know you ready.
Oh,
I know you're ready to say it.
I'm picking Obadiah.
Are you picking Obadiah?
I'm picking Obadiah.
All right. Well, I will pick. Yeah, I'll pick Oba. I'll pick Oba and a retain because I don't think Dijak or Josh Briggs are ready to beat him.
Right.
I know who should beat him.
Who should beat him?
They got Brian Pillman Jr. or, as I know him, Lexus King.
Wait a minute?
Because he's a good
no
heel.
way.
He's a good heel to do it.
Stop.
He's like,
there you go. You picking bull. You picking that bull.
Listen. So
should I call you Michael Jordan?
He's to be
the
the one.
Full of that bull?
He can cheat.
You full of that bull.
He's the only one I think that could cheat. Because the only way that Oba is going to win is based off a cheat. And Lexus King is the only one that can do that right now.
I hope not. That's their best. That's their best tool. The best knife in the drawer is Lexus King to beat Obadiah. I hope not. Give me a boo on that. I hope not. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Whatever. Not to say that I got any better pick for that to beat him, but Lex King, come on now. Let's do better. WWE, let's do better. Shawn Michaels, let's do better. Triple H, let's do better. All right, what's the next one?
Next one is the NXT title match between Ilya Dragunov and Tony D'Angelo. Like I said, Tony D'Angelo needs to win this one.
So, is that who you're picking?
That's who I'm picking.
Okay. And we differ again because we got Dragunov. And Dragunov has shown me a lot over this time frame of, him being the number one star on the show by being the world champion. And I actually like his skill level. I didn't at first. I was really leery. But I've seen him in a lot of stuff now, and I actually feel like he's doing his thing. And so we differ on those two, on that one too. So yeah.
Okay. Well, I think his time is up. I think he's beyond ready. He's been in NXT for 4 years.
Who's been ready?
Actually, more than 4 years. It's been like
Okay, what's his
5.
name? Who are you talking about?
I'm talking about Elliot. He needs to be called up and sent to the main roster.
Elliot? And so you think passing along the title to Tony D'Angelo is a good thing? I don't think Tony can handle the leadership role.
He can handle the leadership role.
Yeah, I don't believe that. I don't see
The
him
only
that
reason-
kind of.
The only reason why I don't believe that he should win is only because he's injury prone.
Well, that's part of this then. What are you talking about?
It's not that bad. It's not that bad.
Okay, that's a part of this though. Is your health, like, your healthy body. It's just like in any kind of sport.
Yeah.
Like you could talk about injury prone and all that, but your best attribute that you could bring to the table, but is your health, right?
Probably.
No, it ain't no probably, because if you can't be healthy, then I don't care how much skill level you got. It doesn't matter because you're not out there.
Okay. Okay. Well,
I mean, is that right or not? Like, if
you're right on that, but I think Tony D'Angelo should win.
I mean, he doesn't even. I mean, he's not even that great with promos. Like,
what you mean? He's one of the best in NXT. He's one of the best.
He's one of the best. He's talking like he thinks he's a mobster. Like he's I'm an Italian mobster. No, you're not. Your accent sounds terrible.
He's actually Italian.
He needs to work on his accent.
It's not that bad.
He wants to be a gangster so bad. Like, I don't. That's not it. I've watched a lot of Italian movies, some Godfathers and all that. Like that don't. That's what it sounds like he been doing, is trying to watch the Godfather and trying to figure out a way to say certain things. I'm not feeling it.
Yeah, it's the same thing with Razor Ramon and his Scarface.
Razor Ramon did a right thing. He was Cuban.
No, he didn't.
We all thought he was Cuban, okay, but he wasn't. I didn't think he was Cuban because I remember him being the Diamond Stud on WCW. I had already seen him. But other people that hadn't seen him, not everybody was up on WCW. So Razor came out with thought, man, anything happened to this gold, something gonna happen to you. People thought that was real. I didn't think it was real though, but I had seen him anyway. So that is another match, the World Championship match. Now, what's next on that NXT paper?
We have Trick and Carmelo Hayes.
Ooh, friends. How many of us have them friends?
The ones we can depend. Well, we can't depend on Carmelo, but
we definitely can't depend on the Carmelo. He's stabbing people in the back.
Yeah.
What he want is Trick to stay in his shadow. You can't have your own career. My career is the career that you're supposed to stand by, not yours. You don't have your own, not at all. So let's go ahead and let's try to make a determination on that. Who you got in there?
Well, I got in there. I got Trick.
Me too. I got Trick. I think it's Carmelo's done all he can, all he needs to do in NXT. He's just like, it's him and Braun Breaker. Like, both of them, they've done enough. We know who they are. The WWE, I call them WWF. I'm going old school, but the WWE fan base knows who those two are. So there's no more for them to do on the NXT roster. It's over, right?
Right.
So go on ahead and give Trick his flowers. Trick, get your flowers, man. Trick, get your flowers.
Mm-hmm.
So now I want to hear that clock again because we're counting down that 60 minutes clock. Let me hear that countdown again because it's counting down to the main roster. Let me hear them horses again because it's time for the horses. Main roster time. So the NXT Stand and Deliver, that's on Saturday, right? That's prior to WrestleMania actually coming on, right?
Yes.
Okay. So here we go. We're gonna go with WrestleMania. Let's talk about what's going on. Why don't you give me the matches that's going on in WrestleMania?
Night
WrestleMania
one.
40.
Night one. We have Bianca, Naomi, and Jade versus Damage Control.
So that's 100% official.
Yes.
Okay.
We have Jay and Jimmy.
Okay. The Usos.
We have the Undisputed Tag Title 6-pack ladder match.
Who's in it?
Judgment Day, DIY, Awesome Truth, New Day, Grayson Waller and Austin Theory, and Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne.
Damn, that's a lot of teams.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have Gunther versus Sammy.
Okay.
We have Rhea versus Becky.
Okay.
We have Ray and Dragon Lee versus Santos Escobar and Dominic Mysterio.
Okay.
We have Rome, and then we have the main event, which is Roman and Rock versus Cody and Seth.
Since we have 2 nights, let's just stick to the night one. Day one, I was gonna say day one, but day one, night one. Let's stay to that. And we can get predictions on those. So let's go from the top one more time. You said what was the first match that you read off?
The first match I read off was Bianca, Naomi, and Jade versus Damage Control.
So on that one, I got Bianca, Jade, and Naomi. Like I said, they're trying to build up storyline right now. So the best storyline for them to happen is for those 3 women to win. And Bianca's never lost at WrestleMania, correct?
Yes.
So you got to keep that going. You got to keep Jade's momentum hot and Naomi momentum hot as she's returned. So what do you think? Who you got in that match?
Well, I got same thing with you. I got Bianca, Naomi, and Jade.
Okay. So we agree on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's good. Let's go to the next match.
Okay. Well, the next match is Jay and Jimmy.
Okay, the twins, the Usos. What you thinking about that?
I think it's pretty good. I can't lie. I like it.
I do too, honestly.
Twins. I heard that there's a stat that I think it was 10 years or so,
Okay.
that they will have a brother versus brother match. I think it was 10 or 15. It was one of them two.
Okay.
It was Owen and Brett.
Okay.
It was Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy.
Okay.
And now it's Jay and Jimmy.
Wow, I'm surprised. I thought you was gonna say somebody like Cody and Goldust.
Yeah, that didn't happen.
It never happened like that.
It didn't happen at WrestleMania.
Okay. Wow. Okay, that's something. That's something to really be aware of. So, if that's the case, then who do you have in the match?
I have Jimmy, and there's a reason behind it.
Okay.
The reason I would say that is because you need to stack the odds against everybody that's against the bloodline. So I think Solo's going to come out and attack. Is going to attack Jay.
Okay.
Which makes Jimmy win. And plus, I think Jimmy needs this. Jay's been doing his own thing, been doing good
For a while.
Yeah, and Jimmy's, he's been the lackey of the bloodline, so he
Right.
needs this win.
Okay. I think he's gonna stay the lackey, and he's gonna stay being Naomi's husband. And I'm gonna take main event Jey Uso to come out and get him a victory and put another win on his resume.
Okay.
That's what I got. So we don't agree, but that's cool though. What's next?
Okay. We have the Undisputed Tag 6-pack.
Oh,
ladder match for the titles.
okay. One more time. Run through those tag teams again so I can
Judgment
think about it.
Day,
Uh-huh.
Regeneration X, so Awesome Truth and DIY.
Okay.
New Day, A-Town Down Under, you know who that is.
All right.
And New Catch Republic, Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate.
I'm gonna pick R-Truth and The Miz. That's what I see. Coming out of there. Because R-Truth is like his storyline is hot.
I'm gonna give you the swerve.
What you mean?
I'm gonna give you a swerve.
Tell me.
I
I
got
don't know
two.
what you
I
mean.
got
So
two teams.
okay.
I have the Awesome Truth and I have DIY.
Either one, huh?
No, I have two. No, both of them. Because one's gonna grab the SmackDown. The other one's gonna grab the Raw.
Oh, so you think they're splitting it up at WrestleMania?
Yes.
So it's nobody's gonna have just both of them at the same time anymore.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, if that does happen, give that a hand clap. If that does happen, split that up.
I give it.
It's about time to split it up. Okay. And what's the next match?
We have the Intercontinental Championship match between Gunther and Sami Zayn.
And what you get? Who you got?
I got Gunther.
Me too.
Okay.
That speaks for itself.
Yeah.
Gunther's on a roll.
Yeah.
Been on a roll.
Been on a roll.
Sammy ain't that. He's not the one. Not to beat him at this point.
And we have Rhea and Becky. I got Rhea retaining.
I got Rhea also. Like I said, remember we talked about this weeks back, and I don't understand the match. I don't get it, but you keep telling me the reason why this match took place was because Rhea's getting some more name on her resume. So I guess it's just not anything that I'm just like excited about. But yeah, I got Rhea also. So what else?
We also have Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee versus Santos Escobar and Dominic Mysterio. I got Rey and Dragon Lee.
I got Dominic and
Santos.
They're gonna cheat their way to a victory. So that's what I got.
Probably.
I don't see nothing but a cheat session going on in that. So yeah, that's where I'm at on that one. Next match.
Okay, and then we also have the main event: Roman, Rock versus Cody and Seth.
So what you got? That's the big boy match.
I got Roman and Rock.
I got the same thing. I mean, it only makes sense for them to be able to win so that they can have the bloodline rules. So anything goes in that match. And there's a reason why you need anything to go in that match, and we'll discuss it for night two. So let's talk about night two and what matches are on night two.
Okay, so we have
which is Sunday. The day one is Saturday. Day two is Sunday. All right, keep going.
And which has been confirmed today. We have a Philadelphia street fight match between Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits versus the Final Testament.
Okay.
We have LA Knight versus AJ Styles.
Okay.
We have EO versus Bailey. We have Logan Paul versus Kevin Owens versus Randy Orton.
Okay.
We have Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins. And we have the main event, which is Roman and Cody.
Okay. Night two sounds better than one, but let's go again. So you said the first match that you read off was?
The first match was Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits versus the Final Testament.
In a street fight.
In a Philadelphia street fight.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Bobby and the Street Profits on that one. Yeah, they're gonna beat them down. What you got? Who you got?
I got Bobby and the Street Profits too.
I just think that's a beatdown session, especially the way on SmackDown that the Street Profits and Bobby got beat down by them guys. So it's time for revenge time, right? Right.
Right.
All right. What's the next?
We have LA Knight versus AJ Styles. I think we got the same answer.
Who do we got?
We got
LA Knight.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
That's an easy one. Crowd's gonna go crazy.
Right.
He wasn't there in WrestleMania last year. They missed that one, and it was in LA. But it's time for LA to go crazy this one. This WrestleMania. What's the next one?
We have Io versus Bailey. I got Io in retain.
I don't. I see Bailey getting her title back.
I think it's a 50-50.
Nah, don't try to change up
No,
now.
I think it's a 50-50.
Don't try to change up now.
Okay, how about this? I think it's a 51-49, and I think Io's going to retain.
I don't care about none of that. I'm just saying we talking about who's gonna win.
Okay, we have Logan Paul versus Kevin Owens.
No, I'm not done yet. Bailey gonna win, and that's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be a Bailey party. All right, keep going.
It's going to be Kevin Owens, Logan Paul, Randy Orton. I got Logan in a retain.
Since we just seen the Legends documentary about Randy, I think Randy gonna get the belt. I'm taking Randy on that. Randy gonna get some more gold up underneath his belt.
Mm-hmm.
Keep going.
No.
Okay.
We have Seth versus Drew.
Seth Rollins versus Drew. This is the one right here I got that I'm finna bring in some controversy, but I'm gonna let you go first.
Okay. Well, I got.
Come on.
Seth in a retain.
Seth Rollins to retain the title.
And Damien cashes in.
Don't do me like that. So you trying to take my stuff. Give yourself a boo right now. Over there trying to take my stuff. You knew what I was finna say. That just the way I said it. So what I got is Drew McIntyre winning the match and the tired Drew getting the belt taken from him right away by Damian Priest, because on Monday, the next Monday, not this Monday, but next Monday after WrestleMania, Drew's going to come out crying about he got screwed and what happened, but Damian's going to be the world champion on Monday. Next Monday after WrestleMania.
Okay.
Next match.
The main event.
Oh, boy.
Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes.
Part 2.
Yeah.
We seen it last year.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm tired of seeing it now. Don't keep giving it to me. But give it a hand clap. Give it a hand clap.
Yeah, okay.
I just wanted the machine to do it, not you.
I can't do it.
I mean, you could try, but it's not the same. So I'm gonna just make my prediction first because I already know you're gonna try to steal what I say. So I got Cody. Not that I'm wanting it to happen, but I have The Rock turning his back on his family, on Roman, and getting Roman in a situation to whereas he loses the belt. It's the best scenario for it because then it takes the pressure off Roman of losing just by himself. It puts it on that I didn't really lose. The Rock caused this. And it also brings up back to Roman versus The Rock. So, what about you? What you got?
Same thing you said.
I bet.
You knew I was gonna say it.
Oh boy, I didn't know nothing. But you're gonna try to tell me I knew it already? So I took it from you then.
Yeah.
Okay. So I got another question or another discussion for you. Those are our WrestleMania picks. Before I go into that other discussion, I got a question. So, what celebrities are supposed to be at this WrestleMania? Because you know every year there's celebrities at the WrestleMania. Who's supposed to be here this year?
All I confirmed one is Meek Mill.
Oh boy,
Meek Mill.
do we still got that soundbite with LeBron? Do we still got that somewhere? Because if Meek Mill gonna be there, then I know LeBron's statement's gonna bring true.
No,
Then
ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up.
oh boy. Okay. All right. Well, I ain't finna go speak bad on nobody, but you know. All right. So that's the only confirmed star.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the last thing I just want to talk about was just how good I thought the Legends documentary was on Roman Reigns. What'd you think about it?
That was pretty good. You know, it went over everything from the family to football and leukemia and all that. Him getting booed as a face, everything.
To him being able to figure out his promo work,
Yeah.
to becoming one of the top heels ever, to becoming one of the top wrestlers ever. So, why don't we give Roman a cheer for that? Because he did figure it out. He deserves everything that he's getting. He deserves his flowers
Yes.
because he put in the time, he put in the effort, and that's a good thing. So, you know, we're going to close out the show, and thanks everybody for listening, and we'll come back next week and we'll talk about how did our predictions go for WrestleMania. Have a good night.
TNT. Explosive. Divine Dialogue.